Hey everybody, Jason here. It's been a little while since I've done a full showcase of tones for any of the tones that I create for Neural Amp Modeler, but I thought that this amp deserved the spotlight. Today we're diving into something really special, the Suhr Bella collection, based on the legendary Suhr Bella amplifier. It's a boutique clean machine with loads of headroom, but also plenty of warmth and character when you push it. In this video, I'll walk you through both wattage versions, DI and Amp+Cab captures, and of course we'll hear it with various guitars so you can get the full picture. By the end, you'll hear just how versatile this boutique beauty can be inside N.A.M, so let's check it out. All right, so let's take a look and see what we get with these collections. The links are below if you're so inclined and want to grab a copy of these. So I'm going to be showcasing these today inside of 2Note's Genome, the latest version of that. I've got a little dab of reverb, a delay if I want to turn that on and off, but mostly I'm just going to be showcasing this to load the N.A.M captures. And you'll notice I have just the input and output on, no tone stack, EQ, or enhancer. So we're just going with how these sound exactly as they were captured. So taking a look at these, we have the naming convention, JS, my initials, Suhr Bella, the name of the collection, and the links are below if you're so inclined and want to grab a copy of any of these collections. There's a number available, both Amp+Cab and DI amp only, 22 watt, 44 watt. So basically all the links are below to those if you're so inclined. So basically then, following the Suhr Bella name, we have a 22 or a 44, and that's telling us the wattage setting that the amp was set at. Going to give us a little more headroom when we're on the 44 setting. It doesn't get quite as broken up. Some slight tonal variations, but I really wanted to capture this amp in its full glory with all of its possibilities. After the wattage number, we have the volume setting that I used on the amp. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 for both the different wattage settings to really kind of get everything this amp was capable of doing. After that, we may have a B0, B1, or B2 in most of the captures, and that is the bright switch setting. We have a three-way bright switch with the B0 being off, B1 is its first setting, B2 is its second setting, but you'll notice on gain level or volume level 10 that we don't have that because the bright switch is actually out of the signal chain when the volume is up to 10. And the other thing we do have on this amp is a boost switch. So if we have BST in the name, that basically tells us that the boost switch was engaged. So starting here, I'm not going to go through too much with all of these. There's a lot of tones here, but just want to give you an overview of what these sound like. So I'm going to start off using my beautiful custom shop 50 Strat on the lowest level of gain with that bright switch off. I'm on the bridge pickup. Beautiful, clean tones. Very pristine. Now, if we wanted that to be a little brighter, let's jump up to the bright switch on 2. So you see, depending on the guitar we have, you want a little bit more sparkle there. We can go the different bright settings and get a little more jangle out of things. So then we can engage the boost. Just going to push this amp slightly more to the edge of breakup. But it doesn't really break up too much at that volume level of 2, and we have those bright settings as well on that. Moving to the next level of gain, which is the volume level on 4. The amp kind of comes to life a little bit more here. Bright switches again. And of course we can engage that boost. Now for the first time we kind of get into that edge of breakup. Moving into gain level 6. Now we really start to get into that nice edge of breakup. Bright switch. When we listen with humbucker pickups, you'll hear a little more edge of breakup on some of these. Now we add that boost in, and that character of this amp really starts to come out now when it starts to break up a bit. Bright settings again. Super touch responsive. Moving on to the 8th level of gain. And again, we have the bright switch. With the boost engaged. Beautiful stuff. Again, bright switch. And the final level of gain on the 22 watt setting. And with the boost engaged. Now what you'll hear if we head on over to the 44 watt version of that, you're going to hear how there's going to be a little bit more headroom, a little less gain, maybe a slightly tiny bit fatter tempo. And we can do the boost on that one. And we have all of these basic tones here as well. For whatever little difference is the 44 watt setting. Give us, you know, those maybe slightly less gain because of the headroom. So a lot of really beautiful tones. Let's run through these really quick with some humbucker pickups. So here I have my beautiful Gibson 335. Let's head back over to the 22 watt settings here. On that first volume level. You know, so now on the neck pickup, you might find with that bright switch off here, that's kind of full sounding. We can flip over to having that bright on. Gives us a little more sparkle to it. Moving on, now we can have that boost engaged. Next gain level. Where you start to hear that little edge of breakup come in now. A little bit earlier than with the single coils. Add the boost in. onto the gain level 6. With the boost. Gain level 8. And finally, the 10th level of gain. And with the boost. And of course, we're going to have those same for the 44 watt setting. And finally, let's head over and take a listen to the DI amp only captures. These collections are also going to include a custom IR that I shot of my incredible Rev Amplifications 212 double creamback loaded cabinet mic with a Cascade Fathead mic. And here's a few quick examples of what these sound like. Here is the 22 watt setting with the volume on 6, bright switch off. So really beautiful stuff. We go down to, say, the volume level of 4. And again, we have the bright switch, all the same settings. The boosts. So all of these exist here as DIs as well. And they sound quite lovely. And at the links below on all the product pages, you have full-blown demo videos where you can hear the tones in and out of the mix for each of the collections. All right, so there you have it. I hope that wasn't too drawn out. There was a lot of tones to get to there, and I wanted to not go too long on them, but also cover as much as I could to let you hear exactly what's in these collections. The links are below to all the different collections. You can get the separate 22, 44, Amp+Cab, DI, or get them all as a bundle. All of those links are below if you're so inclined and want to go give them a try. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was fun showcasing some N.A.M tones for a change. I do have a full-blown set of collections up on my website, so while you're there, if you want to take a look around and see what I have for N.A.M, there's quite a vast array of tones available, and I hope you enjoy those. So thanks so much for tuning in and sharing your time with me. Please like the video, share it with anybody you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I hope you enjoy the music on the way out. Thanks again so much for sharing your time with me, and ciao for now.